This time for Africa.
So, His Excellency, you would be representing the African diaspora or taking, let's say, like the Mandela of Africa at this festival. What do you have to tell the diaspora out there? You know, Cameroon is small Africa, and so this year's festival is going to be under your chairperson or your leadership. So what would you want to tell the diasporas that will be coming out to see you at this festival?
Well, as just said, Cameroon is Africa in miniature. And the upcoming festival is not just for Cameroonians, it's for the whole Africa.
Yes.
It's for all Africans in Germany.
Yes.
Even beyond.
Yes.
So I'm inviting all Africans, and especially Cameroonians, to come to Tubingen, to assist, and even participate in this festival.
Yes.
Which is a common place, a place where all of us meet, will share our knowledge, and what I can tell you is that you could even meet somebody you have not seen for years.
Yes.
So please, I'm inviting all of you, all Africans, all Cameroonians to be in Tubingen from the 11th of this month.
Everywhere people know Cameroon is small Africa. What does that mean? Does it mean Ghana was also in Cameroon, Senegal, Togo? What does that mean? Does it mean other cultures of Africa are in Cameroon? Why is Cameroon specially known as Africa, small Africa?
Well, you said it right. If you have been to Cameroon, that means you have been to other African countries. Because in Cameroon, you have French-speaking Cameroonian, English-speaking Cameroonian. That is our two official languages. But we also have some tribal languages, more than 200. But in Cameroon you find Muslim, Christian, and mixed. In Cameroon, as far as vegetation is concerned, you have rainforest in the south, you have savanna, you know, you have everything in Cameroon.
Exactly.
All cultures are combined in Cameroon.
Thank you. One last question, His Excellency. We have a lot of partnership churches as well as schools between Germany and Cameroon, especially in Tubingen. We have two churches. The main church is having a partnership to a church in East Mongo in Cameroon, and another one is just coming up again. There are a lot of partnerships. And what would you like to tell them?
Well, I would like first of all to thank them for this partnership with Cameroon, and I would like also to encourage them to do more. And I also would like other churches and other NGOs to join in this effort to develop Cameroon, to bring their cooperation to Cameroon, in Cameroon.
Thank you. So when precisely would we be at the festival?
Well, I'll be to the festival on Friday.
Friday.
I'll be on Friday, so I would like to meet all Cameroonians in Germany and other Africans that day, or even before, because the festival is starting the 11th.
Yes,
so all of them should be there. So when I arrive there, I meet all my fellow Africans.
This time for Africa.
Oh, dis-moi, ma belle, dis-moi, ma seule caridingo, ma seule calamour. À l'époque de nos parents, l'amour était sincère. Il n'y avait pas la maladie d'occupation. Les gens étaient vrais, les hommes étaient sincères. Les femmes étaient soumises, les enfants obéissants. Salut, je suis l'artiste Lydipor et je serai avec vous samedi le 11 août en vaste. Venez nombreux.
Oh, dis-moi, babalana, dis-moi. Tu me parles de calais, dis-moi, tu me parles de calamo. Laisse-moi jouer ma vie, ma partie.
Yemandala Zegamronga Nagenza Gabrica Tomato Ganyata, Mano qui l'a dit de la voix métal charmée, c'est moi, je vais chanter. Il y a longtemps, je vais secouer. Aujourd'hui, je vais secouer. Laissez-moi secouer avec maman Lady Ponce. Afin de secouer, moi j'ai dit c'est ça qui va tuer. À Tubingen et tout le monde on va positionner pour tuer. En Allemagne ce 11 août à Tubingen, ne manquez pas les festivals africains. Voilà, je suis Mano Killer DJ, la voix métal charmée, double brassard, roi de la forêt, la menace invisible, les Chaka Zulu. Je vous donne rendez-vous ce 11 août à Tubingen, à l'African Festival, pour le after show avec WILLY Mix, tuer pour tuer, parce que c'est pas petit à faire. Venez massivement, venez très très nombreux, parce qu'on est là pour gâter, on est là pour mettre le feu. Oui, avec la princesse, la diva Lady Ponce qui sera dans la place, on va secouer, on va gaspiller. Voilà, donc trop parler c'est maladie, j'ai dit tout simplement, ne manquez pas, ça se passe le 11 août. Le 11 août à Tubingen, ouais, en allemand, et c'est pas petit boucan. Mano Killer DJ, la voix métal charmée, la menace invisible, les Chaka Zulu, l'homme animal désormais antidépresseur. Ouais, tous les problèmes que vous avez là ce jour-là, ça va finir. Donc il faut venir pour voir la vérité. Tuer pour tuer, accompagné de mon boss, WILLY Mix. Ouais, Didier François de Liège est très très fort. C'est pas petit boucan, on va gâter, on va tuer pour tuer. Ok, donc voilà, ne manquez pas. Affaire à suivre. Oh. Boum.
I am at the Embassy of Ghana, where I came to meet His Excellency for the second time, and it's concerning the International African Festival, which is taking place from the 9th to the 12th of August in Tubingen, where all Africans are celebrating their culture, they're celebrating their history and their values. Each year, Africans gather at this special celebration with the children because we belong together as one. So I met His Excellency this morning, who was supposed to also be on this great occasion, but because of what we know now in Africa is mourning the loss of a daddy, the loss of a great leader, and so His Excellency will be traveling for this funeral. But he wants to send his words of good wishes to this festival to all the diasporans in Germany and who would be attending this festival, especially as it is focusing on Ghana as the prospect of other Africans. So His Excellency, what message do you have for the Africans residing in Germany, especially the Ghanaians here, who would be coming to celebrate this occasion?
Yeah, thank you very much. First of all, let me apologize for my failure to show up at the function due to circumstances beyond my control. I would have wished to be there, but due to recent developments, I cannot be. I'll have to be in Ghana by the time the festival is taking place. All this, I want to take this opportunity to urge our compatriots from the continent to see it as an occasion for unity, for togetherness. I also wish to urge that we take very good care of our kids. These days, the world is a very competitive world, and education is a key. And then, so all Africans in Germany must take steps to ensure that their children get the best of education, and then in the process they should also ensure that the children do not forget where they come from.
Yes.
They should be able to know their culture. On this note, I wish you all the best and hope that sometime in the future I'll be able to attend the festival in person.
Yes.
Thank you.
Daddy, but you're sending somebody. What message is he carrying? Do you worry about the fact that Africans come here and they don't invest back home? What would you wish for us to do back home?
It's not an easy situation. I don't think that it's just not a matter of not they are trying to invest, but I think that it behoves us. It is incumbent upon we ourselves who are representing African countries here to be seen to be moving towards the diaspora to discuss with them what they can do for the continent. I think that we cannot blame those in the diaspora for the lack of investments that we've been making in Africa. I think that it must be a joint effort between the African representatives and the diaspora to discuss this, and that's why I was wishing that I could have attended this festival. It was one of the issues I would have wished to raise, but as I've said, I think that it must be a joint effort, both from on the part of both the diasporans and then the missions.
Yeah. Are you proud of Ghana? You know, in terms of democracy, in terms of representing the West.
Let me tell you, we have a saying in Ghana: don't use your left hand to point to where you come from. Okay. No matter whatever state Ghana finds himself, I'm as proud as any Ghanaian to be a Ghanaian. It's my only country. It's my only home. I have nowhere else. I'm very proud of Ghana.
Thank you, His Excellency. Thank you very much. And we wish you a nice and safe journey home and come back safely. And we wish to see you at the festival next year.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We'll see ourselves next year.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Thank you. Everywhere on the street, you see terrible images about Africa. In the news, you hear only about war, disaster, hunger, poverty, diseases, AIDS, catastrophes. People look at you in the street as if you're a victim. Some laugh at you, some don't even smile at you. Our children, the third world symbol is following them every time. Sometimes I wonder, is this really the Africa that we know? No. Africa is beautiful, we know it. Africa is rich, you know it. Africa is healthy, you also know it. It is time for us to tell our stories. It is time for us to take the destiny of Africa into our hands. It is time for us to get together, to build Africa, to present Africa the way it is. It is time for us to work with one another. It is time for us, even though we quarrel, even though we disagree, to celebrate the culture of Africa together with our families, making and meeting new friends from all over Europe, from Africa and the world. We have to keep the spirit, the culture of Africa, the ethics, the respect, our food, our way of dressing, our family way of staying together. These are cultural ethics that nobody has to take it away from us. The way we walk, our color is authentic. Everything that we do, people just love us for it. We have to be African. We have to be proud of who we are. We have to tell everybody that we're African. I see a lot of brothers and sisters, we have to fake the way we are. We have to pretend to be somebody else. We have to, portray another identity of ourselves. Why? We're Africans. We're proud of who we are. Look back at our leaders. Look back at Nelson Mandela. Look at great ladies. Look at Wole Soyinka. I mean, look at those guys. They stood up and were ready to take a bullet in their head for this continent, Africa. I worry much about the future of the African children in Europe. I worry about our kids. How do they know Africa? How do they see it? What stories do they hear about Africa, like our parents used to tell us when we sat down by the firesides in the evening and and they tell us what their great-grandfathers did. We have to come together. We have to celebrate our culture. And that's why next weekend, I'm inviting you, ladies of Africa, you, children of Africa, you, fathers and daddies of Africa. Join us in Tubingen, where all Africans are gathering to celebrate this dynamic culture. Lots of cultural activities, food, fashion, everything, dances, I don't know what. Come together and let's build Africa, and let's discuss the future of our dynamic continent. I'll see you in Tubingen. Book a flight, be on this program. Let us sit together like a family that we used to be and enjoy Africa with one another. I love to see you all in Tubingen.
May you allow me to give my short remarks in English. I do speak a little bit of German, but I wouldn't like to make people laugh because of my bad German. Your Lordship, the Mayor of Tubingen, Mr. Boris Palmer, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me begin first by thanking the organizers of this Africa Festival 2010 in Tubingen and the Mayor of Tubingen for inviting the Embassy of the United Republic of Tanzania, German, to participate in this festival. I want to assure you personally that since I've been in this town, this beautiful town, I've been very comfortably welcome, and all those who are in charge of the organization here have made the job very good, and I'm very satisfied.